Hello everyone, Grand Captain Speedy Dash here. Last time on What If Ginyu Stole Frieza's Body, Ginyu defeated Hit with his new purple form. How will Ginyu's new purple form affect future events? Find out now. Time passes until a time machine appears, crashing at Capsule Corp. Trunks is able to pull out future Trunks from the time machine. Bulma quickly contacts Whis, stating that future Trunks has returned, while Boo heals future Trunks. Goku, Vegeta, Ginyu, Beerus, and Whis shortly teleport back just as future Trunks recovers. As future Trunks wakes, he explains that his future has been getting attacked by Cell Black. Just as future Trunks finishes his story, a time portal opens up with Black emerging from the portal. Ginyu wants to fight Black, with him flying up to confront Black. Black easily overpowers Ginyu until Ginyu goes golden. Golden Ginyu easily overpowers Black until the time portal reopens, dragging Black back to the future, with Ginyu trying at the last second to finish off Black. Future Trunks asks if Ginyu succeeded, but Ginyu states that Black got away. Beerus is annoyed at all this time traveling, but Bulma is able to pacify Beerus with some tasty treats. Vegeta grabs future Trunks, stating that they have some work to do while heading off. Beerus states there was some worrying details about Black that they need to investigate, and tells Ginyu to come with him. Future Trunks begins sparring against Vegeta, with Vegeta being surprised at how strong Trunks has gotten. Vegeta decides to show how far he's grown and goes Super Saiyan Blue, effortlessly overpowering Trunks. Meanwhile, Beerus, Whis, and Ginyu visit the other Kai's planets until they reach Goatsu's planet. Goatsu warmly greets them and is curious about the reason for the visit, with Beerus explaining it's concerning the time rings. After confirming the ring is safe, Ginyu requests a sparring match with Zamasu. At first, Zamasu is disgusted by the idea, but Goatsu is able to convince Zamasu to accept. Zamasu tries his best, but Ginyu has a slight edge over him. Ginyu shortly ends the sparring match, thanking Zamasu for the match. After leaving with Beerus and Whis, Ginyu confirms that Zamasu is connected to Black. As they arrive back on Beerus' planet, Whis gets a message from Zeno that he wants to see Goku. Beerus quickly demands Goku teleport to them for Whis to take Goku to Zeno's palace. Goku asks if there is any way to get there quicker, with Whis suggesting asking Shin. Shin isn't pleased to see Goku again, with Whis explaining the situation. At first, Shin is hesitant, but worries about Zeno's reaction and ultimately agrees to help Goku and Whis. Goku is quickly greeted by Zeno, with Zeno being pleased at how quickly Goku arrived. Zeno is eager to play, but Goku is able to convince Zeno to put off them playing, promising to bring someone fun when they do play. Before they leave, Zeno gives Goku the Zeno button. Returning to Earth, Bulma had finished repairs as well as slightly enlarging the cockpit and has the time machine ready for a round trip. Goku, Vegeta, Ginyu, and future Trunks all head to the future. Arriving in the future, they are shortly confronted by Black. Vegeta states he'll take care of Black himself before flying up to Black. After going Super Saiyan God, Vegeta begins dominating Black, but Black states he's learned something on his trip to the past. Black in his new Rosé form begins dominating Vegeta even after Vegeta went Super Saiyan Blue. Trunks, seeing Vegeta is losing, rushes into the fight. Even though he's much weaker, is able to swing the battle into his and Vegeta's favor. Black is on the back foot until Zamasu teleports in, and even though he is weaker than Trunks, he heals Black and is able to keep Trunks from helping Vegeta. Trunks shortly realizes that Zamasu is immortal, and there is nothing he can do to keep Zamasu down. Ginyu flies up and asks to fight Black alone, while they keep Zamasu out of the way. Black does force Ginyu to go purple, but purple Ginyu quickly begins overpowering Black. Zamasu tries his best but isn't able to get around Trunks and Vegeta. Getting desperate, he switches the earrings, causing him and Black to fuse. Everyone is surprised by them fusing into one, and is worried about how strong they become, especially when the fused warrior begins laughing. Cell loudly proclaims it's free. After finishing its laughing, Cell explains that when they fused, it saw its chance and was able to take control of the fused being. Cell states that it's gonna get revenge for being sealed away by them. Cell begins effortlessly beating Purple Ginyu. Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks all join in the fight, but even all together, it is just toying with them. Cell decides that it will show just how insignificant they are to it and transforms into its own purple form, with just the force of the transformation almost defeating them. Purple Cell raises its power to the limit, causing shockwaves that prevents anyone from even getting closer to it. It is so busy showing off that Cell doesn't even realize that its show of force is weakening the fusion, until the fusion begins breaking apart. Cell begins panicking as it starts defusing and attempts to prevent it, stating it will not be caged again. Seeing Cell struggling, everyone launches a combined attack to take advantage of it. Black and Zamasu shortly wake up and are confused what happened, especially when they hear Cell laughing. Platinum Cell thanks everyone for their help to achieve its new ultimate form, and to show its thanks, it will give them all a quick and painless death. Goku checks for any senzu and finds the Zeno button. Thinking it might be their best chance, he pushes the button. Zeno appears and is confused, but Goku is able to convince Zeno to erase Platinum Cell. Goku is confident that they'll win until he realizes that Zeno is planning to erase everything. They all rush to the time machine and just barely make it out before Zeno erased the timeline. Arriving in the present, Trunks is shocked that the future he fought to protect is gone. Bulma reveals that she can modify the time machine, allowing Trunks to return to an earlier part of his timeline. Beerus isn't happy to hear about more time traveling, but Bulma is able to soothe Beerus with some treats. Trunks questions what good would him going earlier in the timeline be. Whis states he can help to teleport him earlier in the timeline and get Beerus to help to ensure Shin stays alive, stopping Zamasu from attacking the timeline. Trunks says his goodbyes before Whis takes him earlier in the timeline. Goku asks to use the time machine one last time. In the erased future timeline, Goku finds future Zeno and promises to take him somewhere fun. Goku is able to get Shin's assistance to bring future Zeno to present Zeno. Frieza has his scouts constantly searching for new strong warriors to join his army, with one such scout party making an interesting find. The scout returns to Frieza along with the 2 Saiyans they found. Frieza is surprised to see more Saiyans and informs them of Planet Vegeta's destruction. However, he pushes the blame on Beerus, stating he was forced to destroy the planet. Paragus is surprised but states he wouldn't be surprised if King Vegeta had something to do with it. Frieza states that Prince Vegeta is still alive on Earth. Paragus is shocked and demands the chance to take his revenge. Frieza states he has to protect Earth, but he'll take the sands to meet Vegeta. Calling ahead, Frieza informs the Ginyu Force that he's bringing 2 sands to Earth that want to fight Vegeta. Ginyu is surprised there is more sands and states he'll tell Goku and Vegeta about the challenge. Goku, Vegeta, and Ginyu are ready and waiting to see the sands when Frieza lands. Paragus begins explaining what King Vegeta did to Broly before telling Broly to attack Vegeta. Vegeta and Broly begin fighting, with Vegeta having a clear edge. As the fight continues, Broly adapts and starts overpowering Vegeta until Vegeta goes Super Saiyan. Paragus is shocked by Vegeta going Super Saiyan. Frieza is a bit disappointed that Broly can't go Super Saiyan and thus expects the match to be over quickly. Broly continues to adapt and soon begins overpowering Vegeta again. Vegeta transforms again, going Super Saiyan God, and starts overpowering Broly once again. Broly shortly reaches his limit, but is still at a disadvantage against Vegeta, and shortly begins losing control. Paragus realizes he doesn't have his shock remote and begs Broly to stop, but Vegeta continues with his attack. Broly reappears in his Akira form and begins overpowering Vegeta. Goku decides he wants to try his hand at fighting Broly and rushes in while Vegeta backs down. Broly is easily overpowering Goku as Goku shifts through his forms until he reaches Super Saiyan Blue, with Goku beginning to overpower Broly. It isn't long until Broly reaches his limit and passes out. Everyone is surprised by Broly's strength, but they are also worried about Broly's inability to control his power. Goku states he'll try to help Broly learn to control his strength. This is where I'll end the part for now. How will Broly being found early affect the Tournament of Power? Find out next time on What If Ginyu Stole Frieza's Body? If you enjoy my content, like the video and subscribe to my channel, as well as possibly checking out my Patreon for early access to my latest videos. You could also check out my Steam group and Discord to join the community I'm building, and if you have any money to spare, maybe consider throwing a little of it my way. As always, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are.